gain as much digital skills as possible. So don't worry, on this platform, we have you covered on that. Then secondly, is we as a company, we want to, as much as possible, help young people, even from the name of our company, Young Elites and Professionals. Soon I'll be using the slide, but for now, I'll just give you a paraphrase of what we are here to do so that you know if it is going to be worth your time or not. All right. So I'm sure you can see the slide show the presentation as it shows on your phone.
Yes.
Okay. So this is like the name of our company, Young Elites and Professionals. And what we are targeted to doing is, as much as possible, impact in the lives of Nigerian youths. Okay. So I've talked about equipping them with stuff that they can run with on their own and make money from it in this digital age. Then the second one is on content creation. Somebody will say content creation. Oh, you want me to come and become a skit maker? You want me? No, we are not saying that. Though skit making is still under the content creation industry. And when we talk about content, especially for the internet, everything we see online today is all about content. Okay, so whether it is something that is searched for on Google, on any any search engine platform, you search for it and the thing pops up, that is content. Now the monetization of that content is now left to you, or what channels you want to use in monetizing that content. But for creating content, if you have a mobile app, it is a way of creating content, because definitely there are ones and twos that will show on that mobile app. That is content. If it is video that you are good at and you can put it out there online, it's content that you've created. So how do you monetize that content? That is the second part of our platform. What we want to help. Number one is equipping the young Nigerians, the youth of Nigeria. And when we say youth, it does not really matter your age bracket, if you ask me. So far, you are still active, in getting your daily needs. You are still a youth to us, even if you are 50. So you're still a youth to us. So now, to equip those youths in Nigeria is our major focus. We keep having this brain drain. People are leaving the country and going for greener pastures. If you ask you and I, the reason why we want to travel out is we want to go and make money in hard currency. So who says we cannot make that money in hard currency while we are here in Nigeria? I'll give you two examples, then we go to the third part and hit the presentation live. The example of Brother Shaggy. We all know, or if we don't really know, when he finished school, there was a time Davido was serving. There was a picture that went viral. So he served at the same, will I say, they were in camp. Him, himself, and Davido were in camp at the same time. So you can still backtrack that these things happened not up to 10 years ago. And as at last year, around March, I have details. I have evidence about what I'm saying. Okay, you can even go on your Google. Okay, type Brother Shaggy's recent interview. You will see that in that interview, Nigerian Tribune, the newspaper, carried it, that he was asked that was his minimum earning from his YouTube channel. He says any month he doesn't make money at all from YouTube. He makes nothing less than 40,000 US dollars. And we know what the currency is, the foreign currency, the US currency to Nigeria is as of today. If we use the black market rate, because you're not going to get dollar from the CBN or from any banks. So you're going to use normal black market rate. And the minimum you can get a dollar to a naira is about 1,005 approximately. So if you do that multiplication, 1.5 by 40,000 US dollars, you are talking about way close to 60 million naira every single month. 60 million naira. What work will we do in Nigeria? Or even when you travel out with Japa, what work would you start doing in whatever foreign country that you'll be making $40,000 every other month? You need to be a highly skilled professional for you to really make that as a starter. All right. So if we put that of Shaggy aside, you can still, whatever I'm saying, I have evidence about it. Videos on it are on my YouTube channel. Okay. So I'll still share this much later, whether on this in this call or much later after the presentation. There was also a video interview with Teju Babyface. That's Mark Angel and Teju Babyface. And he was asked, okay, how much do you make on a monthly basis, minimum? He said when he started around 2015, 2017, he was cashing out from his YouTube channel a minimum of 400,000 US dollars. That one will even blow you away. Most of us, we've heard that Mark Angel is the highest earning skit maker in Nigeria. 400,000 US dollars, when you multiply it by 1,500 naira, you are hitting about 600 million naira every other month. So I'm not saying we ourselves, we are starting hitting, but I'm just saying this is the potential of those platforms. And it's about time Nigerians learn these things. Because whether you like it or not, you spend money doing data, you spend money watching other people's content. I can bet you we all do that. We go on Facebook, we go on Instagram, even on your WhatsApp status, you are watching something on somebody's status. So why not learn to create your own things that, because our major focus is we want to create things that would, will exceed our time. Because what's the essence of coming to this world if we cannot make impact? We cannot leave footprints that people refer to. We're talking of the great microfaradays of years past. We're talking of Thomas Edison because they left landmark footprints that people will always look up to. So the number 2 thing is helping every individual that come in contact with us to learn how they can take their own course from the internet as a whole. So that's the number 2. Then number 3, which is the major focus, is one, our platform is an e-commerce platform, and we all know what e-commerce is. E-commerce is online market. It's just like taking your normal Balogun market, your normal Onitsha market, bringing it online. So with the e-commerce platform, you can sell anything to anybody, any part of the world. So we are now in our own platform, we're saying we have created a platform whereby people will money will exchange hands on our platform. People will decide to buy one thing or sell one thing. But as money exchange hands, you as a stakeholder on this platform can decide to take a fraction of every transaction going forward. So that's the major thing we are here to do. And one of the trainings that we'll be giving people is on how they can take part in the global financial markets. In fact, the biggest financial markets in the world. We're talking about the foreign exchange market. How to trade it yourself. We're not saying investment. Don't come and bring your money, give it to us and say you want to invest with us. We don't preach that. In fact, we frown against it. Anytime anybody comes to you and says, drop your money, let us work with you, work with your money for you, just run. It's scam. No human being will love you much more than yourself. Because no matter how clean the person is, there will always be this iota of greed. There will always be a time that the devil will use the person. So imagine you committing your 5 million naira to my hands. Even if I'm that rich, there will always be this thing that tells me, why not quickly make use of this guy's money, and before he asks you, you would have returned it. There will always be that temptation to touch that third party's money. So why would you want to commit your money to my hands? Why not learn that thing that I'm so proficient in? Learn to do it yourself. Learn to control your finances. And if we are able to follow these steps, nothing online will not be bamboozled with anything online. We'll not hear one thing and want to go and clear our accounts to drop money for it. I think with everything I've explained so far, you can see there's no part I'm saying you must become an affiliate marketer. True or true, sir?
Yeah.
Good. So everything is hinged about you learning, you becoming, because that's how we want to roll. We want to have a testimony of streams of millionaires that have risen over time. We're not saying you're going to become a millionaire overnight. No, there are series of processes, things that you can do between now till the end of the year, so that by the end of the year, you look at everything cumulatively and you say, no, this thing has added value to my life. It has added, profits to my bank account. And that is the main purpose of this platform. So thank you so much. Welcome to Young Elite and Professionals. And officially, I will just go ahead in reading out our presentation. Although before I skipped some parts, but I think I have to revisit some of them. Okay. The reason why a lot of us try to jack back from Nigeria is we don't know what we have. And there's this saying that if you don't value what you have, uh, I think there's a way I want to really put it the way it is. That if you don't value what you have, you may lose it, something like that. So most of the time, we really don't know what we have in Nigeria, and that's why we are seeking greener pastures. Nigeria is so blessed. We've heard that Nigeria is a land flowing with milk and honey, but people want to see milk and honey flowing in the gutters, okay, in every drainage, for you to believe that, or you want to be a part of the cabals that earn from our oil blocks and oil wells. Yeah, our parents were not called to the table when the oil blocks and oil wells of Nigeria were being shared. Okay, now the internet is the new oil. So if we were not called to the first table of the natural resources that is being shared, that every politician and elite in this country have a hand in, it's not our fault. But it will be our fault, and our children will look back at us and say, "Where were you when so thing was, going on?" Okay, so if we don't commit to taking this new oil, the internet, taking it for ourselves, I mean, it's now going to be our fault. So Nigeria, like we've heard, is the giant of Africa. But the giant in Africa, most of the time we're still like, where's this giant? How is it happening? Okay, so I think a lot of people have joined us. Let me unmute them so that my engineer, welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, sorry, I think you guys joined a little late. Hope you captured some of the things I mentioned.
No, I just joined now.
Okay, we're just about starting. I just gave some overview, the preamble on what we have.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the meeting is just about fresh. I'm supposed to actually use my video, but I'm multitasking, so that the camera does not keep shaking and all. So just make do with the slide I'm showing now. So, like we were saying, Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Now, how do normal Nigerians, how do we capitalize on this? If you look at the number of people, the population of Africa, we have about 1.4 billion people. Only Nigeria has 1/6 of that population. That tells you a lot of things, that out of every 6 Africans that you find, you must be a Nigerian. That's just by statistics. So we really have the human capital, we have natural resources, we are so blessed. So it's up to us to now find 1 or 2 things that we can do within our continent and make something for ourselves, put our names in the sands of time. Okay, so this slide is just to show you that you can really succeed here, irrespective of whatever you are into currently. So we are just like a sleeping giant. We all were here when OP came to Nigeria, the current OP that we're using, and you saw the tactics they used, in coming to take over most of our, I would say, in the financial industry. They started with the all right thing, but let me give you a little background into the company OP. 3 Chinese conglomerates came together and bought off the Opera Mini platform. We all are familiar with Opera Mini. Now they check that what can they really launch out that will captivate people, and which markets are they to invade. So they now thought about it and said, oh, whatever they have is not new to them in the Western world. So where is the easy bait or the easy people to catch with anything technology? They thought of Africa. should they hit when they come to Africa? They thought of Nigeria. And that's how they invaded Nigeria, or they came into Nigeria. All right. They keep telling us that, like I said, people believe, or we know that Nigeria is filled with milk and honey. These people came to Nigeria, launched out their flagship product, which was O-Ride. We all knew about O-Ride, the bike hailing, the Uber kind of bike business. Now, they came into Nigeria, gave us that platform. They didn't bring bikes to Nigeria, if you remember. The same Okada, the same bikes that our brothers are riding on the streets. They just came to them, called them together and said, hey guys, we have something, incredible for you guys. Bring your bikes. We'll give you a mobile app, a platform where you can, get customers from. These guys have been getting their customers the regular way, moving on the road, getting customers. It's still the same process, but this time around, they had to digitize that process for them. They didn't buy the bikes for them, remember? Even the phones that they eventually gave to them, they sold it to these guys. So they didn't give them anything for free. And somebody is under the AC in his office receiving AC while my brother was on the street, under the sun, under the rain, running around and making sure they make money. The capital these guys brought to Nigeria was $50 million. These things are researchable. You can hit these things, research about OPay, O-Ride, when they came, you will see these things. They said they brought $50 million US to Nigeria. That was their startup capital. The first state they went to was Lagos State. They started with Lagos State. And under 5 days, every single day they were making $5 million US. So under 10 days, they made back their money. So it will be a slap on our face if we cannot recognize the things that we have. All right. So that's to show you that there's something in Nigeria that if you can decide to work on it, you'll get your own share. And there's no better platform. Remember what the idea of the OPay thing is, that people are moving on with the transportation industry. These guys are under their ACs, and for every ride you book, they have a fraction. So similarly to what they have is what we have put together as a company, saying that let people spend money, let them go and buy clothes, let them go and spend their monies on different things they want. For every single dime they spend, a fraction of that money can hit your bank account legitimately. The keyword is legitimately. We've designed the platform, it's up and running, it's been launched. Okay. So what we are saying is we are giving you the opportunity to become stakeholders with this platform. So let me quickly run through the slide and let's get to business where the real thing really happens. So we are in our own humble beginnings. These are humble beginnings. These are like our beginnings. All right. So just like the major big companies we all know, all right, big companies like Apple, Google, Amazon, I intentionally had to collate them and put them in this slide so that we can know that even the big companies that we hear of, they all had small beginnings. They had their own humble beginnings. Even the Bible for Christians, we know that we are admonished not to forget the days of humble beginnings. So that was Apple, the great Apple that we all want to use today, iPhone, whatever, 15. That's where they started from, that small garage. The same thing with Google. That's how they started. Amazon, Harley. Harley is this American bike, those are big bikes. That was their first garage. That was where they started from. Disney, the Walt Disney that we hear about, that's where they started. Then Mattel, I'm sure you've heard, I'm sipping my Mattel in one of Davido's songs. That is where they started from. So they all had humble beginnings. So just like our company, which is just getting started, okay, this is our humble beginnings. And this stage is where we bring in stakeholders to become key members of this platform, so that whatever money that is made on this platform, these stakeholders can possibly tell themselves that there's a fraction of this money hitting their own bank account. All right. So don't forget your humble beginnings, just like these companies we've mentioned. Similar to what these companies, or what Mark Zuckerberg did, is what we are doing today. We are calling you to take a look at what we have before it goes viral. All right. So over a decade ago, the great Mark Zuckerberg we know, the owner of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, he called some of his friends to his dorm room like, guys, there's something great I'm going to start very soon. Come and become stakeholders. Come and hear it at least firsthand. Most of these guys are, is it not you? We know you. They took it with levity. But these two guys decided that if at all, if for nothing, let's just even come and listen. Let's see how we can participate. And these two guys today, go and Google their names, Eduardo Severin and Dustin Moskovitz. Google their names. These guys are top billionaires. They are one of the top billionaires in the world today. All right. So this concepts like this will always sell. Whether we like it or not, most of us are using Jumia. We have friends and families who is using Jumia, the platform Jumia. All right. So imagine that you had the opportunity, Mr. Wizzy. Welcome, MC Wisdom. Welcome. You're joining us a little, will I say a little bit late, but we're just getting started. So we're just getting to the point. All right. So imagine when Jumia got started, somebody called you and said, hey, there's going to be a roundtable for the stakeholders, people who would own this platform, so that when people start transacting with Jumia, a fraction of it, whatever they are buying, maybe people are buying things listed in real estate, there are a lot of things that are listed on e-commerce platforms. You can list electronics, you can list gadgets, your phones, anything sellable, fashion. All right. So for anything happening in Jumia, imagine somebody gave you that opportunity that whenever anything is sold, whenever a commodity is sold, a fraction of it hits your bank account. That is what we have successfully built, and we're giving you the opportunity to own a fraction of this segment or whatever transaction that happens on our platform. All right. So let me quickly, I'll drop this slide on the channel so that much later you can go over it yourself. I don't want to waste so much of our time. I'll just paraphrase and go to the real thing. Okay, for people who want to know if we are really certified, if it is legit and all that, those are certifications, CAC. In fact, as a tech digital expert, our company is listed with SAI, that's Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Department of NYSC. All right. So we train core members. Okay. So we started with the skill acquisition thing. When Mr. Jayola Ilum was here, he just joined us back now. Okay. So I've given him a kind of brief into how we started, what propelled our starting, and the key things we want to do. So the key thing is we want to equip, because for people who just joined us, I just want to paraphrase again. The key thing we want to do is impart people, young youths of Nigeria, impart them first with knowledge. They can now decide whatever they want to do with that knowledge. Nobody has called you here to say, hey, come and do one referral program. No, that's not what we're here to do. Okay, but we're giving you the opportunity to become stakeholders with our entire platform, which I will show you very soon how that would benefit you. All right. So currently, that's the humble little old me. Okay. So this company, the stakeholders eventually will become board members when we go public. So it is the input of everybody on this platform that will determine what office, what fraction of the company you will own. Okay, if you're going to be whatever regional manager, country manager, African manager, all those things, it will be dependent on the work everybody brings to the table. Even myself listed currently as the CEO, no, nobody is the CEO. I'm in fact the chief marketer. I'm on the streets, I'm online, marketing. So everybody here, our major role is to make sure that this company stands, so that when the transactions keep coming in, you know that yes, you've earned every dime that you're being paid. And we're going to show you how soft that is. Nobody is saying go to the street and start hawking. No, you're not doing that. The highest job anybody would do on this platform is copy and paste. If copy and paste sounds good to you, then you're on a good you're on a good platform. All right. So the highest work anybody would do on this platform is copy and paste. So let's just listen to the end of the meeting to know how exactly will a copy and paste task put money in our individual accounts and make us, great stakeholders with this new platform. So there's no posts yet. There's no role yet. Everybody is here to make this dream work and leave something for generations to come, because we're building a transgenerational platform and business. So like I said, much later, you can go through this presentation. I'll make it available on the platform. So now you want to know what we offer. So what we offer, we've sounded this note of warning that YEP does not offer a get-rich-quick scheme. So I want to know, is everybody seeing the presentation slide? Please, if you're seeing the presentation slide, let me know. You can see?
Yes, I can.
Wow, it's one of the screens. Oh, no wonder. Please, you will see a screen that shows what we offer. Pin that page. You see 3 dots on your screen. When you hit that screen, the 3 dots pops up. Click on pin so that you can pin that page. Have we all done that?
I couldn't say it.
Mr. Jayola?
Yeah.
Can you see the presentation?
I said, explain it again. Let me get what you're saying.
Okay, I said the presentation slide. Can you find it on your screen?
No, I can't.
And there's a note there that says YEP does not offer a get-rich-quick screen, but you get
Okay,
it.
maybe I should explain how to get it. Let me navigate to. Because I want us all to follow the presentation. Okay. Can you see my phone screen?
Yes.
Yes, I can see your phone screen now.
Good. At the top, you will see these 3 dots.
Okay,
Click on
yes,
your
I've seen the
screen.
3 dots. I've seen the 3 dots where they have audio, noise, suppression, share invite link, and share screen.
Okay, let me see. Okay, can you see the screen now?
Yes.
So
yes, I can see the screen now.
Click on the one that is showing this screen now. You will see the pin menu or the pin option. Can you find pin on your screen?
Yes.
Mr. Wheezy?
No, I am yet to see. I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm yet to see. Well, I've not seen. I'm not.
Okay, check the users. You see the banner with the red and people on it. Just like I'm doing here. Then the pin option is at the top right corner of your screen.
I
Have you
don't
done that,
know
sir?
why well, I don't know why mine is not showing. Don't worry, just carry on. Maybe it's something you can drop the link later on the distance, so
Okay.
you can click on it. So we don't
All
just
right.
keep it.
Yeah, I will drop the presentation slide after
Okay.
the meeting. But check one of the users. You will see the one displaying a screen.
Okay.
We are currently on the slide what we offer. So when you find it, you click on pin, so it doesn't leave your screen anymore. So, like we said, we are not offering a get rich quick scheme. We are not saying bring 50,000 to collect 1 million. No, we are not one of those platforms. So, what we have to offer, number one, like I mentioned earlier, is e-learning. You can just call this education, but because of the platform, or we are using the digital means to disseminate the training or the learning platform or the learning process. So we tagged it e-learning, so digital learning. So in this section, you'll be able to learn anything learnable. Let me put it that way. So anything you want to learn, digital marketing, you want to learn graphics design, content creation, that's web, mobile apps, whatever it is. You want to learn even to Japa, because a lot of us have this Japa syndrome already going on. Okay. You want to leave the country, you just believe that it is when you travel out that things will happen in your life. Fine. Eventually, when people are ready, this is what I ask them. How do you go about getting your visa? Definitely, the answer is you go through a visa agent or a consultant. So that visa agent or consultant, let me ask, is the person actually a white person? Is he a Canadian? Is he from the US? Is he from Britain? No. These are fellow Nigerians. So why would you want to go and pay somebody who is still here with you in the country to help you process a visa of a country that you want to go to? The person does not have two heads. That means you're going to pay for the service of this person because the person knows what you don't. So this is what I put to people. Why don't you learn it yourself? At least it will save you a lot of, the expenses you would have done trying to procure your visa. So visa processing training also is one of the things we offer. Then we have training in forex trading, like I mentioned before you guys joined. All of these things are centered on equipping you first with the knowledge. Nobody should come online, to bamboozle you about making money online. Okay, go and bring money. Let's do it for you. No, whatever that person is going to do for you, it's better you do it yourself. Learn to do it yourself. Be in control, be in charge. So all of these things are the things we want to equip young Nigerians. Actually, we have over 300,000 various digital and life skill courses available to us. But let's not go into the 300,000. Let's pick one or two that we know is relevant. We're in the AI age. So a lot of things with AI you want to learn. Okay. My screen is off. I think I will eventually have to use this other device to make the presentation. Sorry, guys. Just give me 2 seconds so that I can switch to the other device. I went out of batteries. Share screen. Okay. Just exercise more patience. For now, I will not be hearing whatever you're saying. Okay, but just give me some 2 minutes to go into No, not this. Please, you'll see me soon. Oh gosh. Please, I'm joining now. The phone just decided to to install a new to upgrade its iOS, the OS. Sorry. So I believe you can hear me back now, right? Can you? Hello, guys. Please exercise some patience. Hope you can hear me.
Yeah.
Good, sir. Thank you so much. I want to bring back my slide. All right. I think I'm back. So can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, let me quickly fast forward. All right. So we've talked about e-learning. So in this segment of the e-commerce platform, you can pick any course of choice, and learn at your own pace. All right. So there are different training rooms for each of these courses that we've mentioned. So as well on the platform, like I said, this presentation slide will be made available in the channel right immediately after this meeting, so that on your own you can go over it to see what we have. We've tried as much as possible to even put some in written so that you can read on your own. So our major focus as stakeholders, as early stakeholders with this platform, is to make this platform known. Somebody was asking me initially that, is it an affiliate marketing program? No. On the platform, you can decide that, okay, fine, you just want to use the e-learning section to learn whatever you want to learn. You can decide that, okay, you want to patronize the different sections that I'll be showing much later after this slide. But I just want to quickly, explain the role of the stakeholders. It is our duty and job to make this platform known. And that's why we have a banner that reads over 1 million remote workers needed. So who are the people that will recruit these remote workers? The work of these remote workers, like I said, the work of any other person or anybody on this platform is simple copy and paste. All right. So the work of these remote workers will be copy and paste, but it is through somebody that they will get to be recruited or to sign up on this platform as remote workers. All right. So the work we want to give to them is the same time they spend on their social media, trying to watch reels on Facebook, on Instagram, watch videos, comment, the same job, but this time around they will be spending lesser data, and their job is do simple copy and paste of already prepared materials. And when that goes out and people sees, okay, fine, on this platform we have apparels, under clothing, things that you can, clothes that maybe go for 20k, 50k out there in the normal conventional markets. On this platform, you'll be getting it firsthand at the importer's rate. Okay, so if you're going to be talking about fashion, in the fashion section or any of the sections that we have on our platform, you'll be getting our products cheap. Okay, amounts that you cannot get in the conventional market. Under real estate, we are in touch with a lot of real estate companies, and some of the real estate guys, like Engineer David that is here, he can really attest to that. We have things going on with his real estate company. I don't want to mention the name so that it will not be like, you're using our companies to, farms. No, these are things that are already in place, and we want to give everybody a cut of it. So maybe this part, let's keep it pending for now. Joy, welcome. Let me unmute you. Ms. Joy Bassi, or Mrs. I just know that your name reads Joy Bassi. Welcome. It's good to have you join us. You joined a little late, but you can still catch one or two. This presentation, this meeting is being recorded. So any parts that you missed, we'll be making available the link to this entire meeting. It will be available on our YouTube channel. So after this meeting as well, when it is being uploaded, I'll share the link to watch this meeting. So if there's something you've missed that we've talked about before you joined us, you can always go through it. So we're currently on the slide that reads over 1 million remote workers will be needed. So on this platform, we'll be creating jobs. All right. So you get to the point whereby somebody in Kaduna could just buy phones. Somebody in Lagos could just buy the latest iPhone, maybe iPhone 15 or 20 at that time. And we are not saying something futuristic. We are saying something that has already started. Let people spend money on whatever thing they like. Every sector of the Nigerian economy that they feel that, okay, I want to spend my money in this sector. Is it in the food industry? Is it in fashion? Is it cosmetics? Whatever thing they spend their money on, a fraction of it will hit your bank account. So there are videos as well that we've done to explain this. But for stakeholders, we need to take our time to show you what you are signing up for. All right. So, like I said, this slide will be made available. So, other sectors that we want to explore include agriculture. All right. So let farmers, let them produce whatever thing they are producing in their farms, whether livestock, whether crops, everything they produce and they are selling out, a fraction of it can actually hit your bank account. We've actually digitized these things, so it's not rocket science. So we talked about fashion. Let the Gen Zs, let them keep buying clothes. Let anybody in Nigeria, not only Gen Zs, everybody needs clothes. At some point, we decide to change our wardrobes. For every single clothes anybody buys, a fraction of that spending can actually hit your bank account. That is what we have designed. All right. We're also talking real estate. For our real estate guys, Mr. David, you already know your company, we are in touch. All right. And we really have some, even you as a top person in the company, your own personal listings, you can put it up with us on our platform. T-Money, it's good to have you join us. Just seeing you. Let me unmute you as well. So please, everybody should, just listen to the meeting. After the meeting, you can ask questions if you have any. All right. So you can look at the real estate industry. Everything that anybody spends their money on can actually hit your bank account. We just talked about real estate. Okay. So people will have their properties listed here. They will have their land, their buildings, even the apartments that are up for rent. Once anybody pays for anything on this platform, a fraction of that payment can hit your bank account. That's what we are showing to stakeholders. So this meeting is meeting for onboarding stakeholders, people that will own major stakes in this company when we eventually go public. All right. So we've talked about real estate, phones and PCs. Let the iPhone guys come. Let the Android smartphones guy come. Let them come here to buy phones. You're getting a cut of it. So also automobiles. So these things that we are reeling out, we are saying anything you see here, because in any e-commerce platform, there are sections for automobiles where people can, just like your Gigi. Let me use Gigi for example, or Jumia. If you want to buy a car now, the latest Corolla, the latest, the latest G-Wagon, Mercedes, go to these platforms. You will see somebody who is ready to sell. Whenever a transaction in these sections happen, somebody gets a fraction of that sale. But on these other platforms, Gigi, I'm sure it's only the stakeholders of that company that get to share from the profits that comes to Gigi or to Jumia. But here we're throwing it open. When such companies, when they started, these other ones we've talked about, they didn't call you and I to the table to say, hey, let's decide on who owns what share in this company. But for the first time, a company like this has launched, and we're calling all and sundry to become key members, whereby for anything that happens, there is a transaction that happens on this platform, a fraction of it can legitimately hit your bank account. And we'll tell you about all that. So electronics, people are, selling different electronics, whether they're TVs, they're whatever product they are selling under electronics as well, you're getting a fraction of it. Same thing goes for furniture. Like I said, I'll be making this slide available. So for power supply as well, everybody has the capacity or has been given the liberty to generate power themselves. That's why we have generators everywhere. That's why we have solar panels and installations in most houses today. So imagine people spending their money to install these things in their houses, buying the latest gen, buying the latest solar installations, a fraction of it as well can hit your bank account. Also in the health sector, all right? So we're talking health. When people spend their money on that, when they spend money in cosmetics, when they spend money in equipment, it could be gym equipment, it could be hospital equipment, it could be equipment for, heavy machineries. A fraction of it can actually hit your bank account. All of these on this platform, jobs will be made available. Just take your time, follow through with this presentation, and at the end, you'll get to see all these things in full picture. So I don't want to waste so much of your time. So let's go straight. Okay, fine. We've seen all the things this company has to offer. How do I become a member? How do I become a stakeholder? How do I take my own cut from it? I'm sure everybody can see the slide, especially those who just joined us. Joy Bassi, can you see the presentation? Are you with us? Are you following? Okay, while you're still at that, like I said, I'll be making everything available. So at your leisure time, you can go through, and we'll be having this meeting every other night. All right. So the people that will be getting on board this platform include vendors, customers, and affiliate partners. So I won't be talking about the vendors. Definitely, you know who a vendor is, somebody who is just here to sell. All right. Customers are people who are just here to buy one thing or the other. But the people that will take a cut or that will own shares of every transaction happening here are the affiliate members. Let me unmute Mr. T Money. Please, when I allow you to speak, please do not speak. It's only if you have a question, and let's keep the questions, till the end of the meeting, so that we don't spend so much time. So when you hear affiliate members, you can replace that with stakeholders. We are not really going out to start marketing. No, we are not here to do that. We'll show you simple concepts to make this happen. All right. So these are the people who will share from every transaction that happens on our e-commerce platform, just like your regular Jumia, Konga, and the rest. But on those other platforms, nobody gives you a cut whenever somebody spends their money in those platforms. All right. So quickly, for you to become a stakeholder, definitely in business, you don't start, there's no business that is free. All right. Even if you are going to become a stakeholder with Jumia, Gigi, and the rest, you need millions of naira. And I'm sure those slots are not open anymore to anybody. But on this platform, like I said, we are just getting started. All right. So this is the opportunity. This is the time to give every member of the public an opportunity to own their slots in this company. So there are different sign-up packages. And with these sign-up packages, I normally tell people, anything you want to start, it's good you start small, but don't remain small. Okay. So we have our sign-up packages ranging from the silver package, the gold package, and the diamond package. The silver package is like a test running package because the silver, the gold, they all have expiry dates. All right. The silver package is considered a package for young people, for youths, for students, people who do not have so much cash. All right. If you want to go into business, no business in Nigeria today that you want to start, that you really want to go into and make huge money from, that you don't need upwards of 500K to 1 million naira. That is true. Okay. It's only if you want to start pure water business and you want to grow it. You know how for how long you're going to sell pure water before you become a millionaire. All right. So in actual sense, there's no real business you're going to get involved with as the owner. If you're going to start a pure water business as a salesperson, you are not even the owner of the business of the pure water. All right. So there's no business that you don't require capital. We're saying there are packages here that you can use in starting your online business, become a stakeholder with us, and over time, grow your presence and your stake with this company to be listed as top board directors on this company. So when we go public eventually, we'll not be going out to source for one elite in the country to say, okay, come and become our chief direct, all those roles, directors. No, we're not looking for the cabals. The people that will become board members and that will make up the board of directors of this company will be hardworking young people who have seen this company from start and had helped it grow to go public. So it is from amongst us, according to each person's, what each person has brought to the table, that will be able to throw votes that, okay, fine, this person should go for so regional manager, so country manager, because what we are targeting Africa, but we want to kickstart with Nigeria first. Let's see what we'll do with the Nigerian market first, then go all out. Today, Jumia is in more than 10 countries in Africa. Okay, so who says we cannot do even much more? All right. So going back to how you become a member, your membership, how do you sign up to become a member on this platform? We have the silver package. On this package, you can earn unlimited wide, infinite wide, and 5 levels deep. I'll get to explain all of those, but each of these packages have their validity period. So the silver package has a 6 month validity. Even personally, I normally admonish people, like I said, you start small. You can even decide you want to start with the silver package. Test the waters. Test if this thing is really something you want to do. Okay. Then if you see how it goes, you can decide to go all in. All right. So we have the gold package, which is for 10,000 naira, has a validity period of 1 year. Then we have the diamond package, which is a lifetime package. Once you're on the diamond package, you're with us for life. All right. So these are the packages. These are the sign-up packages to become or to pick your membership with young elites and professionals. All right. Then you also want to know, okay, fine. Once I do this, and like we said, we all are participating in publicizing this platform. What do I stand to gain? All right. So we use this table here, right here. I'm sure you can see the presentation slide. If you're still with me and you can see this slide, can I see you indicate?
Yeah.
Good. So Mr. Friday, do you want to say something?
No, sir.
All right, sir. So here is the income projection on registration. That's on membership. Like I said, we are throwing the doors of this platform open from inception so that anybody and everybody can become stakeholders with us. They can join this company. They can decide to take a share of anything happening here. All right. So depending on whatever package they sign up with, you are getting 20% on anybody's registration package that you personally show this opportunity to. And like I said earlier, we are not saying go out there, go and start shouting to people, there's this online business, come and join. No, we are not doing that. Everything you need to do on this platform, we've prepared it. It's just going to take you to do a copy and a paste, and you are done. All right. So the copy and paste, let me quickly go over. Okay, maybe after this meeting, I will drop it here as well. The copy and paste work for you to do is there's a message we've prepared, and in that message we are saying, in the message it contains the first line that Kindly hold on a bit. I'm having some technical glitch here. What is it I wanted to do? Shit. Sorry, I'm cursing. Sorry. Can you guys hear me? Can anyone hear me? Good. I think I'm back. Wow, Mr. Temidayo, it's good to have you join us. I think this contact, I got it in FCA 2019. Temidayo, is that you?
Yes, sir.
Good. Wow. Wow, it's really been long, but let's not dwell on that. I'll get to catch up with you much later. Let me continue with the presentation. So, can you guys see the screen I'm sharing?
Yes.
Okay. So, this is where we left off. So what we're saying is, as stakeholders, we get a share of anything that happens here. When people sign up to become members, we get a share. When anything is sold in all the sectors we've mentioned, e-learning, all right, that's education sector, in agriculture, in phones and PCs, automobiles, real estate, when anything is sold on this platform, a fraction of it hits our bank account. So we are not all limited to just the actual sales of commodities. We are even saying whenever people sign up to become members on this platform as stakeholders, like we're saying, a fraction of every spending hits our bank account. And this is how everybody gets their cut. This is the income projection on registration, on people becoming stakeholders or becoming fellow members of this platform. We're saying there's a message we've prepared that all you're doing is copy and paste. You are not going out there to go shout to people, hey, there's an online business, there's this, there's that, come and join. We are not doing that. Okay, this is not one of those things that you join and they say, go and tell all your friends. No, just simple copy and paste. We've made it available. I'll be dropping it after this meeting so that we all can follow through with it. And by our next meeting tomorrow, because this meeting will be happening every 8 p.m. daily. So at no point will you be mandated to go start explaining anything to people. No, don't do that. Yours is just to show them a message that they will follow on their own, with their own discretion. Because trust me, in that message, they are saying that you are asking them to come help you vet a platform that you are willing to join. You are not even telling them that you have joined in that message. Don't worry, you get to see it when I drop it. Okay. So what you are telling them in that message, as we've prepared it, is that there's something you've seen that will benefit a lot of people, that you want them to help you check it out. That you yourself, you have made up your mind to join it, but you want to base your decision on their smartness to giving you good advice on what you've seen. All right. So they as well want to follow through with the message to say, fine, I'm going there to help my brother, my sister, my friend to check something out because they believe in me to be very smart, because that's how we program that message. In fact, you see the way we robbed their ego, because people want to feel important. People want you, they want people to praise them. So we've done all that with the message. And once they see it, trust me, they want to help you check out that platform. And another thing is, human beings, naturally, we are in a way selfish. When I say selfish, I'm not saying the real selfish that we know. Like, you want to check out something, how it will first benefit you. So once they see that message, they're checking it out for yourself, for you, and they're also checking it out to see if there's a possibility of them benefiting from this thing. So eventually, when they join and see what we have, Mr. Paul Oluwafemi, it's good to have you join us. Let me unmute you. But please, let's keep our questions until the end of the meeting. So once they go through the message and they see it, they join. Their role is to check out what the platform is and to give you feedback on it. That's their role. But eventually they will hear the person presenting, and eventually one way or the other may fall in love with one thing we have. If they are not falling in love with the digital skills that we are giving, they'll be falling in love with the fact that somebody somewhere in Zamfara will be making sales in his farm. Maybe he had produced rice, or he has made, he has produced some he has gotten some farm produce that he has taken to the market. As he's making that sale all the way in Zamfara, you could be here in Lagos, you could be here in Ibadan, you could be here wherever your state of residence is. You could be there and getting a cut, a fraction of all of these their sales. Okay, they could be selling something in the real estate section or sector of the economy. You are getting a sale. You are getting a cut of the sale. They are selling automobiles. Something is hitting your bank account every single time it happens. That's how powerful the platform we've designed is. Okay, so that message is also tell them, check up something for me. I want to join before I commit, my presence to that thing. Help me vet it. So eventually they will come here and we'll listen to the presentation just the way you are listening to it. So you're not being taxed to do something extraordinary. Like I said from the beginning of this presentation, we all are stakeholders. We all own this company. And I keep reiterating, everybody here has the potential of becoming one of the board of directors when we eventually go public. So at first, we want to see how can we make this vision, this dream come to pass. So anybody who is going to hear about young elites and professionals or YEP Commerce, the e-commerce platform, anybody that is going to hear it will hear it from somebody in this presentation, in this meeting. And whenever they go there to make their purchase of one thing or the other, you keep getting paid for the rest of your life on each of those customers. That's how powerful the thing is. So we're saying for their registration to become fellow members as well, because there's nobody that you put something sweet in their mouth and they'll spit it out. All right. They've seen what each person stands to gain. They also want to say, okay, fine, let me give it a try. Even if it is the silver package, let me sign up with it and try this platform out. For every commitment they make, like I said, a fraction of it hits your bank account. So people in the level 1, or let me classify this, the level in terms of months, so that we can make the work easy for you. At least look easy for you. So, and what's the work? Just to do copy and paste. So if it took you 1 whole month, 30 days, to send the message I talked about to people on your contact list, and eventually from people who decided to come check it out for you and every other person, only 10 people decided to say, okay, fine, on this journey, let me give it a try. Let me try it out and see what we all stand to benefit from it. Once they do that, each person taking that decision, 20% of their sign-up fee hits your bank account. So you can take the column level, you can look at it in terms of months. So we can say level 1 is equal to month 1, level 2 is month 2, level 3 is month 3, level 4, month 4, level 5, month 5. So the job each person is supposed to do is actually a 1-month job. And once you have done with the 1-month job, and every other person does the same thing, by your 5th month, you should be clocking the minimum of what you have in level 5 under whichever package. So depending on the sign-up package they come in on to become stakeholders like yourself. Okay, this is what you get. And this is what I want people to understand. let's focus first on getting as many stakeholders, fellow stakeholders as possible on board. These stakeholders eventually will become customers. And let me tell you why they will become customers. On this platform, we have negotiations going on with top industry dealers. So when we talk about automobiles, we have top industry dealers in automobiles that we've gotten their products at a drastically discounted price that an ordinary person would not get in the conventional market. Let's say a Corolla goes for 5 million naira. I'm just saying that's not the actual price. But let's just say a Corolla or a Camry goes for 5 million naira normally in the market. We will strike bargains with these top industry players to the point that they can give us same car, the same automobile for, let's say, 4 million. I'm just giving you just to paint you a picture of what we're doing. Okay, so that price, the ordinary person would not get it in the market for that price. So eventually, this car on our platform, we sell it for, let's say, 4.5. They know that naturally this car goes for 5 million naira in the market. That 4.5, definitely the owner of the commodity gets his 4 million naira. There's nobody's deducting his money. So that extra that we made, which is profit for us as a company, the 500K, is distributed amongst the people that made that sale come to pass, amongst the stakeholders. So when I say people that make the sale come to pass, those are the stakeholders. So the stakeholders are the ones that will share. So just take for instance, each time you go to your ATM to withdraw money with your ATM card, do you know that there are human beings, people in this country that sit on those 30 naira deductions, those 5 naira deductions that is made off of you each time you make such transactions? And you know, ATM transaction is not 5 naira, it's not 10 naira. I'm just giving you that as an instance. So imagine those transactions going on a daily basis. That's what we're saying. Okay, so on your level 2, imagine that you've done your part in your first month. You've gotten your 10 or people in your circle of affluence, at least 10 out of them has signed up to become, stakeholders with this company as well. And they now decided that I heard this presentation the same way you heard it, and I'm not here to Jones. I'm not here to, sorry, I'll be using code mix, I'll be mixing the colloquial language that we're used to, our normal street languages. So this is not like a platform where you come and they say everything must be corporate, you need to speak in. No, express yourself whichever way you want. Okay, we are not coming here to tell you that we are one, corporate body. No, Yoruba people will say, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Like, that's calm down, baby. Let's make this thing easy for people to interact with. So when they themselves have saying, oh, for signing me up, you're getting 20%. Nobody says no to free money. Okay. They will decide to do the same thing you've done. In fact, most of them will even outdo you. Okay. Most of them will do more than what you've done. When we say 10, we're just saying 10. Some people on this platform sign up over 100 people personally. But for every sign up that happens through your personal channel, there's a sign up channel for every person. Okay. Each time those things happen, a fraction of their sign up hits your bank account. So for you that brought them or that showed them this platform directly, you're getting 20%. But somebody had been the one to show you this platform in the first place, has given you that message in the first place. We don't sideline those people. What affiliate marketing does is go and sell this particular product. And once you sell it, somebody sees it is good and buys it. The person pays and you get paid off the person. That's affiliate marketing. But in this our model, we have combined the hybrid marketing plan, which is the combination of both affiliate marketing and network marketing. A lot of people won't say, hey, I don't do referrals. No. Even your daily existence is about referring somebody to something. You've had a beautiful haircut, you've made your hair in one great salon, and somebody sees it, hey, where did you get this hair done? Okay, easily you point the salon to the person. The person goes over there, gets the same service, but nobody appreciates you. Nobody gives you a thank you, reward for making that transaction happen. So when people say they don't do referrals, if your banks, Wema Bank is doing alert, okay, you know what alert is? Alert is share social codes with people, let people open Wema Bank accounts with them and get paid. So if these big industry players are doing these things that you're saying you don't do, then you should start asking yourself, how rich are you? If the ones that are already supposedly seen to be so wealthy see the need to, indulge in these things, then I'm sorry if you say it's not your thing. You see, most of the things we're using today, or our peers or friends are using today, one way or the other, we've recommended such things to them. Example is Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg did not come to Nigeria to show us Facebook, and today all of us are on all of his platforms: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. So it's all about introducing somebody to something. But this time around, get paid for it. But we are not saying go and start shouting, go and start telling people, oh, this is what I do now. No, you're not doing that. It has been simplified for you. So just understand what you stand to gain. Then we'll go to the part where you learn what you have to do when you decide to pick up a slot with us. And in fact, for starters, we have a 3-day trial plan where you can just sign up and see how the interface is, see how the thing works. Even within that 3 days of trial, you can sign up as many people and get paid. All right. So we're still coming to that. So on your level 2 means that the people you sign up personally have started doing the same thing you did with them. And let's say 10 people also sign up 10 minimum, at least. That's 100 new people. You are getting 10% off their sign-up fee. Those 100 people doing the same thing you've done, all right? You are also getting extra 10%. By your 4th level, the numbers there are crazily increasing. So you're also getting a fraction. And when you check the percentage earning and look at what that could give you, according to the number of people that have become members with this platform through your channel, you see that on this alone you can make as much money as possible. And this is why I tell people, make money, use the money you've made to make more money, and keep repeating the process. All right, it's the same thing that Warren Buffett said, that the average millionaire does not have. The average millionaire has at least 7 streams of income. So what stops you that when you make your first 500K or your first 2.5 million naira or your first 25 million naira, you cannot go into real estate proper? With 500K, there are lands that, there are parcels of land that go for 500K in some parts of the country. And there are some that you can start paying instrumentally. I think I have the engineer in the house. He's with Adron Homes. I'm not here to promote Adron Homes, but let me just say it. He's with Adron Homes, okay? And for every... Okay, I think he has left, but he should join us back. Okay, so we know how all these things work. Even if you're not going to buy from a known registered company, there are parcels of land in your community that you can pick up for that low. All right, so that's just giving you an insight, so that once you're making money, you're thinking, what else can I do with this money, and multiply it. If a business of 5K could make you this amount, how much more if you increase that? So let me quickly, so that we don't spend the entire day here. Most of this has been explained in the slide. I'll make it available, like I said. I won't dwell on most of them. Let me just go to where the money making is, and we now take the whole thing off. So we are saying this is the revenue sharing formula for everything happening on this platform. When partners sign up, you are getting a commission. When the actual sale on the platform happens, a fraction of it as well is hitting your bank account. And this is what we mean. So we're giving you the breakdown: 20%, 10%, 5%, 5%, and let's quickly go to how it happens. Oh, I will skip this. But this is just to show you as people are joining your organization. Let me put it the word organization, because this is an online business that you're building. This is a virtual business that you're building. So it's an organization. Okay. So upon every level, this is how it happens. And for anything happening up to your level 5, a fraction of it hits your bank account. So let's begin with things that people can afford. On our platform, on the e-learning section, there are courses, there are things that you can pick up to say, okay, fine, let me augment my portfolio. Let me learn this new skill. Let me add it to what I know already. The engineer that left, Engineer David that left, currently my company take their sales reps on digital marketing. Okay. So, and that's actually how I got his contact, and that's how he joined us. Right. So on this platform, you can learn digital marketing, and you can stand as an authority to say, okay, whatever company is available, you throw your proposal to them and say, okay, let's handle your digital marketing. So for Adron Homes Ibadan as a whole, YEP is handling their digital marketing. You will see their adverts everywhere online today. We're the ones handling it. Okay, so you can learn these things and approach any company of choice and build them accordingly, according to what you want. Okay, there's no stipulated amount that you have to charge. Once you have this knowledge, you are an authority on your own. So it's whatever you tell them that if the bargain is struck well, you carry out the job. All right. So there are courses that you can pick for as low as 1K. There are courses you can pick for 20K. There are courses you can pick up to 50K and the likes. But no amount, there's nothing restricting you from saying you want to learn one thing or the other. So if you're going to become just a customer, you want to enjoy our services, come to the website. We'll make it available after this presentation. Go there, go and buy as many digital courses as possible. You see something in every other sector that we mentioned. Once they launch, because for now we are focusing on the e-learning. So very soon we'll open the gates of electronics, furniture, real estate, automobiles, all of these other platforms will go live. All right. So on the platform currently, what we have that is live is the e-learning section. And for people who joined from the beginning of this meeting, we say we want to first equip the Nigerian populace with something that they can work with on their own and make money with or without us. So that if something happens, God forbid, we believe that this platform will stay and stand the test of time. But no one is God. All right. So what if one thing come up and this company, but God forbid, it will not be our portion though. So, but the key thing is we want to impart people first with knowledge so that on their own they can run with the knowledge they've gotten. So that's why we keep hammering on the e-learning. Learn something new, augment your portfolio. So this is how much you can make from whatever digital courses. So remember I said from the beginning or in the previous slide that work on building your membership base, your organization, because those people as well may find one or two or more things they want to buy personally from this platform. So somebody on your team may decide that, okay, I want to learn something in digital marketing, I want to learn social media marketing, I want to learn forex trading, I want to learn visa processing, name it, I want to learn mobile apps design and web development. All of these things, we have it and we have tutors for them. So any amount they spend, a fraction of it will hit your bank account. So let's say everybody's just says, okay, let me try out with a 1K training, or let me spend 1K on this platform to pick up one thing or the other. Once they spend that 1K, look at the 1K section in the slide above. All right. You see that on your level 5, there's a tendency that if everybody just pick a 1K course, by your level 5, you are hitting over 5 million. That's if you have built that power of 10. So how do you build it? Like I said, you're not going out to start telling people, hey, come and join one thing. No, copy and paste is the only job anybody will do on this platform. All right. So let me go to the next slide. So the same thing applies to every other courses. Okay. So when these other categories go live, and when I say the categories, I'm talking about the phones and PCs, the automobile, the real estate section, and every other thing we have for you. Once they go live, any amount they sell, the people, patronize this company on, like we said from the beginning, a fraction of their spending also hit your bank account. And you can see, if you build this platform well, if we all decide to build it well, there will come a time that millions will just be, it will just be the normal thing that people talk about. But how do you know if something will happen if you don't give it a try? So, yeah. So this is how the income projection for this category goes. So much more in life, as we all grow, these are further industries of interest to us as a company. But if you decide to stick with us, we are also trying to make it your own personal ambition, your own personal dream. You should have this mindset that, okay, if I didn't meet old money in my family, if I wasn't born to the family of the Adelekes like Davido, I wasn't born to the Dangote's family or the Otedolas family, it's not my fault. We don't choose where the families we get to be born in. It's not our fault that we didn't meet such old monies. But we know that if we had met such old monies, our lives may or might have turned out better. Most of us tend to believe that. And there's tendency that if we had met such money, we would have even really gone wayward. That you see the case of a lot of rich people, because of the kind of wealth they control, they live life anyhow. Most of them end up becoming drug addicts and end up really bad. So it's not our fault that we didn't meet such old monies. We didn't have the opportunity to have such around us, or most of us may also be that privileged, because I cannot speak for everybody. But it will be our fault if we cannot make it happen for people coming right after us, our offsprings. Well, some of us that are already, married or have kids, it's not your fault that you didn't meet the kind of $10 kind of lifestyle when you were born up till now. But it will be your fault if you cannot create it for the people you are bringing into this life, or you have brought together as a family. So this is a clarion call for everybody on this platform to know that, okay, fine, I'm giving myself from now to 2 years, from now to 5 years, I must own real estate properties personally. I'm not saying you should own it with somebody. Nothing stops you from having 10 pieces of land, having houses in Abuja, in Lagos, in different parts of the country. All right. That's one part. Hospitality business, the Chicken Republic you go to today, the hotels you visit, and all of those, they are owned by people. Those people don't have two heads. All right. So I want you to make this your own personal dream. Give yourself a target time. Okay, in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 3 months, I want to have saved enough money so that I can start delving into these industries for my own personal self. Okay, because whether you like it or not, for us as a company, we are going to touch our hands in all of these sectors. And we're still going to monitor, we're still going to throw it open to people to be able to take a fraction of it. Just the way we've created sections where people purchase things in real estate, they purchase things in automobiles. When we launch our own personal farms all around Nigeria, members will be able to take proceeds from it. So that's why you want to stick with companies with this kind of vision. Even if you're not inspired by what they are doing for themselves, at least be inspired by what they are doing for your own self. All right. So when you talk about agriculture, when we're saying agriculture, we're saying large scale agriculture, the kind of farming that can feed a whole nation. All right. We're talking transportation. Nothing stops you from owning one or two bikes already, or keke or taxis running Uber for you. All right. So, but this time around, when you go big, you'll be able to take on, interstate, in major transportation businesses in Africa. Remember, the goal is let's go Africa. Okay, so oil and gas. Start thinking what you can do for yourself in oil and gas sector. Even if it's for nothing, at least own a filling station, own a gas station where people fill their gas. You're still in the oil and gas business. All right. Start thinking aviation. All right. Don't think these things are too huge or too cumbersome for you. There's nothing stopping you. The only person that would mitigate your progress is you. Nobody else. Nobody has that power. All right. So start thinking telecommunications. We only have one indigenous telecommunication company in Nigeria, and that is Globacom. So who says Mr. Paul Oluwafemi cannot own his own telecoms company in years to come, or Mr. Friday Odiete? It may take you time. It may take you 5 years. It may take you 10 years. But eventually, have this mindset that such things will happen for you, that you will live for people coming after you, for your offsprings, for your family. Okay, so yeah, on this page we want to declare, there's a disclaimer that all what we have said, we have not said you come and do one get rich quick scheme. So these are disclaimer page. When I make this presentation slide available, take your time to go through every bit of this presentation, especially the disclaimer. So at no point are we saying go and bring so amount, we'll double it for you. No, this is not a money doubling scheme. But when each of us together collectively work on this project, it will be one that when we look back at it in years to come, we'll be glad we were stakeholders with this platform from the beginning. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for staying to the end of today's presentation. If you have any questions so far concerning what I've said in any of the presentations or in any of the slides, I would like you to, I think at this point, I'll put back my camera on so that you can see the face of your dear presenter. I'm coming, trying to set things. So you can come up with your questions if you have any. I'm listening. Joy Bassi, Friday Odiete, Paul Oluwafemi. So if you guys have questions, the floor is open.
Okay. My question is, before you acquire the skills, the e-learning, will you need to be a registered partner first, right?
Hello, sir. Did I answer your question? Oh, he has left. Oh, sorry. Who asked the question? Is it Mr. Friday? Hello. Hello, Joy Bassi. Are you with us in this presentation? I can't hear you. Oh, Mr. Friday, it seems you're mute in this. Oh gosh. No, you're not. So, Joy, do you have any question?
Yes, I do.
I can't hear you.
So please about the starting the registration. About
Sorry,
the
you're not audible. I can't hear you.
about the registration. You need to start with the registration.
Ah, it's very low. I can't. But you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Please speak up a little.
How are you to register for the registration?
Okay, you know what? Can you chat me up on the WhatsApp line? So, Mr. Friday Odiete,
Yeah.
did I answer your question, sir?
Yes, you answered my question.
Okay, sir. So part of what we want to do is when people have gathered as much funds as possible, we'll put them through. Okay, when they, for those who have learned how to trade in the financial market, in the global financial markets, we're talking forex trading. When people hear forex trading, they want to take to their heels. They want to run. Hey, don't! It's a no-go area. But this is why I tell people: most people who have gotten encountered with forex or one thing or the other that has to do with forex, when you ask them, they say, I did forex investment. Most of them did not actually trade themselves. Okay, so it's wrong when you give your hard-earned money to a third party to help you execute one thing with it. There's always this iota of greed in every human being. So most of the time, those people make away with your money. So it's best you learn these things, own the knowledge, so that if, for instance, Kenneth decides that I think he's tired with whatever platform he's trying to set up, one thing happens and he decides just to go out of the picture. What you've learned, you can always use it to implement one thing or the other for yourself. So once you've learned that forex trading, the next thing is to go look for funds to start trading. But this time around, we're not saying go and dip your hands in your, in your savings. You would have made enough, as in good enough money from this platform from everything we've shown you so far. And from there, you can dip your hands and trade the financial market. The only people that say they lose money in Forex are people who are trying to trade with small capital. Somebody will say, okay, I funded my account with $10. What's $10? You are trying to come eat with the sharks of this world, because we are not just talking Nigeria, we're talking the global financial industry. We're talking the same industry that the richest people on this earth, take their cuts from on a daily basis. The people that really make money from this industry, the foreign exchange industry, are banks, big corporate entities. So you're coming to such industry to come and take your own piece, and you're bringing $10. What's that? Okay, so on this platform, if you have made at least something meaningful, although while you're still at your beginner stage, even with as low as 10K, we can take you through the training. I mean, trading the live market with as low as 10K, but you can't really make much with it. I need to be clear on that, okay? But if you can do a little thing with your 10K, definitely if you have more money, you'll be able to manage it yourself. The main thing, the keywords are yourself, no third-party commitment of funds. Okay, so by that time, you would have grown, enough confidence to trade whatever capital. I have a lot of people who have learned from me, and today they are in connections with top guys in the society. That okay, some of these people have over 50 million naira that they don't want to use for some time. So okay, fine, I'm giving you 10 million naira, go and trade with it. A lot of those guys are on my contact, people who have trained. All right, so even I'll show you tons of testimonies. If you can follow my my YouTube channel, I think I dropped it on this channel as well. Go on it, go and see the testimonies of people during the lockdown time. A lot of people that learned the foreign exchange thing, forex thing. Most of them, all of my students, they learned on their phones. Most of them, I've not even seen them physically, one-on-one. The best we've done is video calls. And these guys were able to take their accounts for as low as it is, and they flipped it in 3 days. All of those things you will learn, and you'll be able to manage your funds yourself. I keep hitting that. You're doing it yourself. At no point will you give me your password. Hey, go and help me do one thing. The best I can do is analyze the market. Once you're in the trade, follow up on you. That's the key thing I do. Follow up on everybody I've trained to make sure that they're getting the right and required results from it. So the key, remember again, I said digital skill acquisition. So it is in that section that you learn all of these things: forex trading, visa processing, whatever you want to learn, you learn in that section. So that once you have that knowledge, you can monetize it for yourself. People want to jackpot in your area, they want to go to Canada. Fine, you can decide to be their consultant, their visa consultant. Run the visa, it comes out. You know how much visa consultants charge, especially when the quali comes out, when the visa comes out, you know how much they charge. So these are things that people can learn, and it can put food on their table, it can put money in their bank accounts for the rest of their lives. Because whatever is in your head, I cannot come tomorrow and say, oh, I was the one that taught you this thing. Okay, it's about time you start paying up. Okay, you're not paying up. Okay, let me take back what I told you. It's not possible. So that's why we keep hammering on, you learn one thing first. Then it doesn't stop you from becoming a stakeholder with us, the publicity part where other people get to see this platform. They decide to learn one thing or the other as well. You're still getting paid on those. And you can get paid as well from the things you've learned. So when you've made enough money from the platform, you can use part of the money you've made to trade in the financial markets and keep making money from all those. So thank you so much, guys. I would at this point ask you to get back with the person that shared the invite link to this presentation for you to get the sign up link, and let them as well take you through one or two other things you need to know. That's if you're not cleared. But I believe most of the people that came for this meeting today actually came through me. So get back with me on my WhatsApp so that we can talk further and see how we can bring you aboard this platform. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. So still see you tomorrow
you.
the same time. I will be on this chair every other night. You know, as time goes on, we can change the chairs. But the key thing, you understand what I mean. I will be the one doing this work for you for the rest of this year. Yours is just to send out the invite message that we've prepared and get your people to join us for the next meeting. So every other night, there's no break, there's no holiday, Monday to Sunday, back to back till the end of this year. Let's try this out and see by the end of 2024 if people here would not smile and thank God that they actually took the time to follow up with this project. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Good night, guys.